Hey guys, Dakara here, welcome back to my channel. Today we're on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 7, Episode 20. There's this one, and then 2 more, and then I am done. And it is going to be a very sad time. But before I actually dive into this reaction, I just want to talk about the last episode again real quick, because it has been days, if not weeks actually, since I have seen that episode. Still bothered by it. Still. And I thought I was being a little oversensitive at the time of watching it because I wasn't feeling the best. But here we are. Still feeling the exact same. I just feel as though Buffy was really disrespected, and the stuff that Anya was saying, it's irked me a lot. It really, really has. I mean, I know you guys are aware of how I felt about that episode. It's making me nervous about going into this one, just in case that those feelings get worse, you know, and it's right at the end of the show. So I don't want to be feeling this way right now. I want to be wrapping up this show in as positive a light as I can, because I'm obsessed with it. Like, I love it so much, and I'm going to feel very disheartened if they put a dampener on it, because we all know what that feels like. Game of Thrones. But we know how upsetting it is when a show doesn't end like we'd hoped it would end. And it's a hard task. I don't envy any writer that has to carry out that task, but it doesn't stop the feelings, you know? So the last episode, Dawn really bothered me with the line, "It's my house too." It's like, are you paying the bills? Are you helping to run this house? Do you show any gratitude whatsoever for everything that Buffy has provided for you? Like, what a dumb line to say. And then the Scoobies. Willow dropped her so damn quick, and it's like, you're the one that brought her back. You, Willow, I love you, Willow, I really, really do, but you are wrong right now. And you brought Buffy back when she didn't want to, I might add. And then you're so quick to judge her, kick her out of her own home. I'm not okay with you, Willow, right now. And then Xander, the whole, oh, I'm struggling with the one eye. You wanted to do that. You literally, she didn't force you there. You wanted to do that. And you're trying to save Sunnydale. Like, you're trying to save everyone. And if you don't want to risk your life like that, then you shouldn't have put yourself in that situation. Don't make Buffy feel more guilty for something that she shouldn't feel guilty about. Right? And then Giles, the relationship, sorry, I am going on one now, but the relationship between those two hasn't been the same since he got back. I mean, it was on the rocks, to be fair, for quite a while. Let's just be honest with ourselves. But the love was always there, and the respect was always there. There's been the odd waiver, like when he sent her to do that whole council shenanigans. But the majority, he treats her like a daughter. You wouldn't treat your daughter like this right now. But at least he's not telling her to leave, telling her to get out, okay? Faith as well. To be honest, with Faith, I've got mixed feelings, because she did start the whole debate, which obviously caused all of this. It's had a domino effect, but I don't think that was her intention when bringing that up. And to be fair to Faith, she was basically saying, whoa, let's not be hasty now, let's just slow down. And everyone else just took it for a ride, like all of the potentials. And a lot of people in my comments were saying the potentials don't know her that well or whatever. But to me, it's like, then you leave. Don't say ding dong, the witch is gone. Like, you get your butt up and you walk out that house if you don't want to be there. You don't force the person that owns the home to leave the home. And this is what I mean about Buffy, like, just feeling so defeated, because she did just get up and leave, because she has completely hit rock bottom. She's exhausted. They're constantly at her all of the time for answers. Yet the second she provides one, they dump her. And this was my argument from the get-go. You can disagree, that's completely fine, but don't just disagree and then that be the end of it. Come up with ideas, help. suggest something else. Oh, okay. Clearly this still bothers me, okay? So I need to shut up, otherwise we're not going to get into this episode. So without further ado, let's roll the intro and get stuck in. So I'm so distracted because I can just hear Scooby snoring in the background. I doubt it's coming through the mic right now, but he is snoring so loud. Okay, sorry. Roll the intro.
We're in charge of ourselves. Okay, guys, now that Buffy's not here, we finally have some say in how and when we lose our necks.
She's saying that she...
I'm thinking that maybe everyone here shouldn't have a say.
We just have to find some way of having constructive dialogue without going completely mad.
I agree.
Really, it's for the best.
Is it?
Then why do I feel like this?
Because you know you've done something wrong. That's why you feel like that.
You guys, I think we're wasting time arguing about how to argue.
Second that. Everyone listen to me.
I'm sorry, I just want to point out, Buffy's gone for what? Seconds at this point. Look at the chaos. And now tell me that she hasn't earned that spot as a leader. I'm sorry, right, okay.
It's been a long night, and I don't know about you, but I'm wiped.
I don't know about you.
You can figure all this out in the morning.
I'm feeling 22. I fucking wish I felt 22.
We'll get some rest, and then tomorrow things won't seem so...
Darkness! They're on about fighting the first. And they're screaming at a blackout.
I think I'm freaking out.
I think I'm freaking out. They've done you dirty. Buffy deserves a lot better than this.
Don't move.
Hey. I know you really should leave.
You can't just kick me out of my own house.
That's what happened to her.
That's what all the cool kids are doing nowadays.
Oh my god, stop it.
It's not your town. Not anymore.
Can we get Spike back already?
Got any tab?
What's that? No. God, it's felt like forever since I've rocked out to them. Felt good. We're back here.
I spy with my little eye something that begins with a T.
Tapestry is the only thing in the whole bloody room. Don't say another word.
Rock, paper, scissors?
What's the matter with you?
Ready.
Don't you understand what's happening?
Every minute we're stuck here, the Slayer's out there facing hell knows what.
See, he's worried about her.
We know we're basically the last humans left in Sunnydale.
And is dead. I don't want to die.
I don't want to die. I don't want to be a pie. I don't like gravy. Chicken run, anyone?
So, we know we've got a lot of enemies. We'll start there.
Faith,
I've got a lot of enemies.
Well, there's the first.
And there's our friend the Reverend, I hate women.
And there's the Roid Rage Vamps. And the...
Bringers. I think they're our weakest link.
Are you thinking of attacking the Bringers?
Okay, we could kidnap one.
Yeah, I'll get the magazines and start ripping out the letters now. If you want your bringer back, well, we'll be surprised because you've got like 3 million of them.
I'm saying we think about getting us a bringer and making it talk.
I'm not sure this is such a good idea. Why don't we send a team to the high school, do some recon,
No.
and maybe... You're not even listening. I thought things would be different now, but you keep shutting me down.
Things are different because now I'm your boss. I'm not the one who's been on your asses all this time, but I'm not one of you anymore either. I'm your leader, and I make the rules, and the rest of you follow after me. Is that clear?
I'm sorry, what? So what was Buffy doing? Because I think she was doing exactly that. So we've got rid of one Buffy for another Buffer? Hello? You've achieved nothing, guys. Nothing.
Back the hell off and let me do my job, all right? Okay, let's get down to business.
Let's get down to business.
I was hoping you'd bring me some better news.
And I wish I had some.
And I wish I had some.
You realize what will happen if the Slayer and her girls get it, don't you?
They won't.
Because you're going to kill all of them.
He's got a face you just want to kick. Do you not agree? Because he's so smug right now. Out on your own? During this hour? During this time of your life? Seems smart, Kennedy. Kennedy. Sorry. Buffy. Oh. I take that back.
Let's get this back to the captain.
So they're calling Faith the cat. Oh my. I can't.
The bringer's dumb.
You're expecting what, a Rhodes Scholar?
Dumb as in mute.
Someone ripped out its tongue.
There's an old conjuration that the ancient Turks used to communicate with the dying.
I've read a translation of that.
There's a translation of it? I'm over it.
While Willow does that, the rest of us can...
We're back!
Spike.
Spike's not going to handle this very well.
Played some amusing games, and we got some information.
He's a breath of fresh air, isn't he? Thank God I don't breathe. Where's Buffy?
While you were gone, after much discussion, Buffy decided that it would be best for all of us if she took a little time off.
So, Buffy took some time off right in the middle of the apocalypse, and it was her decision.
Well, we all decided.
Oh, yeah, you all decided. You sad, ungrateful traitors.
Yes.
Who do you think you are?
Yes. Who do you think you are? You weren't friends.
You're her friends, and you betray her like this.
Don't understand.
She has died for you.
Why don't you take it down a notch or two? The time for speech giving is over.
Oh, Faith, don't you even.
Enough! Finally got what you wanted, didn't you? Where is she?
I don't know!
Cornish bizimle.
I feel emotional.
I don't know, guys. That should have worked.
I am a drone in the mind that is evil.
Could you just shut up?
We work as one to serve the first.
Oh, he's inside Andrew.
Tell me exactly what the bringers are doing.
He can't see the knife.
We can feel the knife.
I know. Hello, Giles? Are you stupid? What has happened to him?
We build an arsenal beneath the dirt. We watch your efforts and are not scared. What the bananas?
We need to get Faith in on this.
I heard. That bitch makes me want
It
to...
wasn't just Faith. It was all of them.
Oh, incoming Dakara, guys. I can feel it.
It's not like they were wrong.
They were wrong.
Please leave.
No, you were right. Caleb is trying to protect something from you. I think it's at the vineyard. You were right.
She's not even reacting to that.
I don't feel very right.
Fuck those guys.
You were their leader, and you still are. This isn't something you gave up, it's something they took. We can take it back.
Oh, gosh.
Tomorrow we fight.
Faith, you're doing just fine.
Oh, you're all right reassuring her, though, aren't you, Giles?
I'd say better than fine.
Uh-oh. Oh, not him of all the people.
I know who you are, what you are, but feel free to keep talking, because hell, I could listen to you yap all night.
Hey, language.
Hey, you let me worry about the girls.
You were smart to kick her out.
That's not what we...
I mean, you did. You literally did.
Buffy will always see you as a killer, and she'll finish what she started when she stuck that knife in your belly.
Yeah, it sounded like that when she said, look after them. Lead them.
You can get them back.
Just so tired.
They need you. Yeah, it's a bloody chaos over there without you.
It is?
Yeah, it's, there's junk. Everyone's very scared, and I didn't see a lot.
You tried there.
I say the word, some girl dies.
There's always casualties in war.
Casualties. It just sounds so casual. I cut myself off from them. I knew I was gonna lose some of them, and I'm still making excuses. I've always cut myself off. Being the Slayer made me different. People are always trying to connect to me. You should know.
I seem to recall a certain amount of connecting.
We were never close.
Lie.
Because I was unattainable.
It's a lie.
You think that's all that was?
Please, let's not go over the past.
Oh, no. And I think I should have the mic for a bit. You listen to me. I've been alive a bit longer than you. I've seen things and done things I prefer you didn't. 100+ years. And there's only one thing I've ever been sure of. You. Hey, look at me. When I say I love you, it's not because I want you. It has nothing to do with me. I love what you are.
Oh my god.
I've seen the best and the worst of you, and I understand with perfect clarity exactly what you are. You're a hell of a woman. You're the one, Buffy.
I don't want to be the one.
I don't want to be this good-looking and athletic. You get some rest now.
I should have worn waterproof mascara today.
Could you stay here?
Sure.
Without hesitation.
Will you just hold me?
This is too much. I am a broken woman. Oh, I can't.
Deep down, you always wanted Buffy to accept you.
You a shrink now?
The truth is, nobody will ever love you.
Get out.
I'll always be with you, Firecracker.
Had to say firecracker, didn't he?
Faith,
You shouldn't sneak up like that. I almost took your head off.
you're looking spooked. What happened?
It was the first.
I just want to say as well that Faith has been in the leader role for less than a day. She's already losing it. Buffy has done this for years, okay? I'm just saying.
Demons, vampires, women in the penitentiary system, none of that freaks me out.
That's exactly what the first does. Find your Achilles heel.
No, it just talked to me. What, it does a heal thing too?
It's a phrase.
Oh, I was kind of absent that decade.
Who was it?
He was like an old boss of mine.
And he's got you shaking like this?
Sounds but he was like a dad to me.
That didn't age well.
It was my mother when it came to me. Listen, nobody wants to be alone, Faith.
The first tell the truth?
Yeah.
It said to watch out for Buffy. The first is telling me to worry about her, and I just wish she was here. It's crap, and she's the only one.
She's not the only one. And I think you're a good leader. And I am completely out of my league in this.
I hear otherwise.
They're so quick to big each other up, but like, why not do that to Buffy? Like, she deserves that. They just kept tearing her down.
This is tonight.
What is going on right now?
Am I out of line?
Yes, this whole scene is weird. Oh no, not a fan. Not a fan. Why would you even be thinking about that right now? This feels forced. Like, this scene, I mean, feels forced.
What happened to the girls?
Looks like there's only one girl here.
They're not here, are they?
I don't get it.
Nice. And necessary.
Oh, it's necessary, is it?
Come here, you.
Pretty sure there's other stuff that you could be focused on right now, but okay.
Something not right.
The world ending, maybe?
No, I guess I'm a little scared.
Yeah, because Buffy's not there. Didn't feel as scared when she was around, did you?
I'm just scared that if we, and then,
And then, isn't that the good part?
but also bad stuff.
Where is this going?
Screaming with joy.
Tone it down a notch, would you?
I've been controlling myself, and if I lose that control, I could just go.
You worried you're gonna turn into Big Bad Willow?
Yes. Because she could.
It's not stupid, but it's not gonna happen. You can float around and I'll tether you down.
You'll be like my kite string.
Is something bad going to happen?
I could show a little respect, you know. I should at least acknowledge the fact that some people might not want to listen to an a cappella concert of people moaning and groaning.
Guys, what's going on?
I'm a lot jealous. I mean, if we're done having sex, then I think other people should just knock it off.
Not these two as well, right? Am I just old? Or is this all just really fucking weird? I don't know. You'd think with everything going on it would definitely kill the mood, but I guess not. There's something in the air. Everyone's horny. It looked like she didn't actually touch her though. She's got a tongue piercing. Hello, ding dong. I thought her eyes went black for a second there and I pooped a bit. I expect it from them too. Everybody else? What is happening? I'm glad that these two haven't done that as well.
Well, they're barely more than animals, feeding off each other's flesh. It's nauseating.
You're nauseating?
And you're in me.
You're the only man strong enough to be my vessel.
Why? What makes him so strong? I love that he's Little Spoon right now.
The First and Caleb are protecting something, and we don't know exactly what it is.
Those of you who are coming with me to the arsenal, you know who you are.
I am confusion at all of their thought processes in this scenario.
Now rouse the bringers. Get them back to work. Heard you got something in mind.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Well, I'm gonna find it sooner or later.
No, you're not. I lay one hand on you and you're just a dead little girl.
Lay a hand on me, if you can.
Matrix style.
Everybody stop. I think we just found it.
Why'd they abandon all this stuff?
Maybe because they didn't.
They're trying to fight just with torches in one hand, like, guide. So silly. Is Spike gonna rock up? Is Felicia Day gonna die in this now? She made a tweet saying she always dies in TV shows.
You whore!
Excuse me?
You really should watch your language. They might think you were a woman-hating jerk.
How many casualties?
Is that it? Check this out.
What is going on? I feel really anxious. Buffy's found it.
Everybody get down!
What? So, I'm feeling a little bit better after watching that episode. It's probably going to be a difficult one to edit because I was a mess through a lot of that there. Right, where do I even start with this one? Let's go with Buffy and Spike. The fact that Spike came back after his trip, realised what had happened through Willow's, like, BS little chat, and then laid down some truth instantly, it just makes me love that character even more. And I think another reason why I love this character is because it isn't all plain sailing. There has been some major fuck-ups that he's done. Like, I'll never be okay with the bathroom scene. But this character, right now, has a soul. He has admitted to not being great with words or his feelings or anything like that, because he's been without them for so long, mainly. But also because he knows himself so well, and it's great to see that. There's something so pure about his character, which you never thought you would link those words together, because the guy's a vampire. So pure, not so much. But I mean it in the sense of, when he talks, he's extremely vulnerable when it's him and Buffy in a room. It's just the two of them. He is just so vulnerable, and he allows himself to get there as well. They're comfortable with each other. So comfortable. And I think that's because they never expected to have the bond that they do. And it might not be off the best intentions either, because, I mean, I've always said it, but I feel as though Buffy relies on Spike, has done in the past, because she doesn't think of him in the highest of places when they were starting out. So it was like, I don't care about your feelings, I don't care about your opinions or judgment on me, therefore I can just say it how it is, because to me, you're low, low on my list of those that I care for. And because of that, she's allowed herself to really be her and drop the facade and just be completely honest. And then because of that, over time, their relationship has become so special. And I don't know if I'm explaining myself too well. And I always say this, but when I'm doing these outros, I am doing them straight after the episode. I don't think them out or write anything down. It's just, it is what it is. So they can be quite messy, and I apologize for that. But I want my thoughts to be based upon my initial view, which is why I don't like to, read comments or give too much time to think on things. I want it to be like instinctual. Is that the right word? English is hard, guys. Okay. So my point was that when Spike returned, it felt like a breath of fresh air for me, and so much relief when he told Giles what he thought, Willow what he thought, the whole gang, like he told everyone, and he even smacked Faith about a bit. So everything that was built up in that last episode when I watched it, and all of that anger, I felt that slip as soon as Spike entered the room. And I feel as though that is what Buffy goes through every time this character enters her life, because he has that essence to him. He has that ability to feel safe around, and he's not scared to pull her up on her bullshit either. Like, he'll say, look, you're insufferable, you're this, you're that, you're a pain in the ass, blah blah blah, but he will be by her side. He will be the one there that believes in her and trusts in her and confides in her. And it's so amazing to see that dynamic on screen. And another thing I want to say, if you go back to the house, we had the principal and Faith doing the nasty, Willow and Canada again doing the nasty, and then Anya and Xander, which apparently they were never going to do, doing the nasty again. Cut to Spike and Buffy. I had a fear, guys, that they were going to do the nasty as well. And I cannot express enough how glad I am that they didn't hook up in that situation, because it would have belittled that entire scene that they had. Because Spike saying to Buffy, look, I don't love you for me or for us to be together type of thing. I love you because you're the one. You're the chosen one. You are the leader. You're the one that I believe in. So I think if they would have hooked up right there, to me, it would have dampened the words that he had. I might be alone on that. It's just how I feel, at least this way. His words, they just ring true. Like, he's not there for selfish means. He's not there because his blood always runs to the place that isn't his head. His mind, guys. And instead, he was just there to comfort, to encourage, and to believe in. And it just felt good. It felt really good. And look at her at the end, doing what she felt was right. going there, kicking ass, finding what she needed to find. And let's just cut to Faith. How's that going, Faith? Do you feel like this mission was a success? Doing well as a leader? Yeah, didn't think so. A bomb is going to go off and the whole team is there, my girl. I've never wanted someone to fail. So hard. But not because I hate Faith. It's just because I hate the situation that they've put Buffy in, that how they treated her. I mean, she was literally gone for seconds and it was arguments galore. And I hated seeing Principal Wood bigging up Faith. I hated seeing Giles reassuring Faith. It's like, hello, have we forgot the years and years of good that Buffy has done to keep this world afloat? Oh, guys. It gives me a headache. It literally gives me a headache thinking about it. And it felt nice to hear Dawn doubt her decision, because I just wanted to say, oh, I'm glad someone realises, you know, that what they did was bad. I didn't see anyone else regretting their decision. At one stage, when Willow was with Kennedy, I was thinking, great. You know, Willow's finally realising, like, this doesn't feel right because of how I've treated somebody else. I shouldn't be, you know, enjoying my life to the fullest right now because I've just shat on somebody else. But no, she did shit on her. And she was just talking about herself. Oh, why am I getting so irate? It's because it's good TV. It genuinely is. That's how you know that you love a show, is when it makes you feel things. Sorry, my hair is driving me mad. I am getting it cut off tomorrow. Goodbye, this annoying long hair. Anyway, I digress. So, that's my thoughts on Spike and Buffy. Love them. And yes, I'm not shipping them as a couple or anything like that, but I completely ship their friendship 100%. Oh, it felt good. It felt good. That's it. I mean, I know I was sobbing, but it was because I loved it. Okay, guys, I loved that scene so much. It might be one of the most romantic and loving scenes I've ever seen. Amazing. Before I move on as well, I just want to say how uncomfortable the whole hooking up scenes felt for me. Whether it's because I'm older while watching it, I don't know. Because maybe if I was younger watching it, I'd feel differently. But it felt really forced. Like they just wanted the kissing scenes in there for kissing's sake, if that makes any sense at all. It just didn't feel right to me. Because I'm not a prude, guys, but there is a time and a place, and I felt as though that wasn't it. I did feel like that wasn't it. I guess the characters just felt as though they needed that distraction and to feel something other than fear for their lives and death approaching fast. As someone on the outside looking in, probably not the best time, guys. Probably not the best time. And it did make me laugh when Principal Wood was like, and what about me, Faith? What about me? What can I do, Faith? And she's like, yeah, just sit there and I'll call you if I need you, love. I don't know why I found that so funny. We have 2 episodes left. I had many years with Supernatural, and it's hard. It's hard saying goodbye to a show and reaching the end. And those that were with me during that time, like you guys saw what I was like, it was difficult. But this to me feels bigger. And I don't quite know why. Whether it's because it's a shorter lifespan of a show, so it feels like it's being taken a little soon. I genuinely don't know. But if I'm using my mind right now, if I'm using my head, I do think this is a good time to finish. I feel as though their journey and what they've wanted to show has been shown. So I'm not angry that the show is coming to a close. I'm just happy that we get a show that is completely finished. Because what kills me is when a show is taken or cancelled before they've had the ability to wrap it up. So I do have that slight bit of comfort knowing that there is a completion. I just hope that they do it justice. I really, really do. And I will be rewatching this show in my spare time, probably, just because I love it so freaking much. Like, these characters, it's just brilliant. I feel like this is a very special show, a really special show. And I'm sure I've said it before, but there's a part of me that wishes I would have found the show sooner, like when it was airing, and been a part of that fandom. But then the other bit of me is like, I wouldn't be here right now experiencing this and knowing how much the fandom has lasted. I am genuinely curious about the podcast as well that is being made, and there is other content for me to consume after it, which is definitely giving me that bit of reassurance as well. But no matter what, there's gonna be a lot of tears. I just know it. So you have been warned, guys. If Dakara makes an appearance and makes you feel uncomfortable in any way, I would probably avoid watching the finale because it's gonna be a mess. I mean, I was a mess in this one. Oh, God help me when I reach the end. But how good was that scene, though? Can we just talk about and appreciate how good of a scene that Spike and Buffy one was? Like, think what you want to think about Spike as a character, but you cannot take away James's performance of that character and how amazing their on-screen chemistry is. There's just so much respect there. You can see it through the screen. And it's been an absolute pleasure to experience that for the first time. I'm sure a lot of you wish that you could relive that first time watching that scene. Unless it's just me and I'm like overselling how amazing that was. But I freaking loved it, guys. It was so powerful. Like, I was very well written as well. I have felt a little bit more like myself as well when watching this. Again, I'm still not 100%. Like, you can tell from my voice again. I've only been recording for like an hour and 10 minutes. But my voice is already going. And I'm actually quite nervous if there's an underlying issue going on. I really need to get my blood checked. But again, I don't know why I'm rambling about that right now. The point I was trying to make is that it's felt nice to have that energy when watching this episode, and I'm going to make that a point when I watch the next two. I need to be feeling, alive and filled with energy and good vibes, because the show deserves that, and the reactions deserve that as well. So if I am feeling a little under the weather or not just feeling great, there might be a little delay on those episodes, but hopefully you guys will understand. Like, I'm doing it because I want the reactions to be the best that they can be, and my experience watching to be the best that they can be. But holy hell, I loved that. It was a bit ropes at first when I started watching it because it carried on directly from the last episode and it was just making me more angry seeing the group. But it felt so satisfying to see how they were struggling, in all honesty. After giving it the big talk, Buffy was away. Did you do any better, guys, without Buffy? Didn't look like it to me. The only thing it looked like is that, you found more time to hook up. You did find that bomb, so well done, guys. But yes, I shall leave it there. I'm sure there's way more that I could discuss, but this is going on for long enough. And if there is anything that I feel like I forgot, I'll say it on at the beginning of next reaction. But hopefully we're all good. I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this reaction. It means a whole lot. I hope you guys know that. You guys tuning in has been amazing, and yeah, I can't thank you enough. And to all those on YouTube tuning in for these reactions and the edits done by the amazing Sharon, aka PurpleNurple, I can't thank you guys enough, and I really just hope that you're enjoying the content that we're putting out, and I hope to see you all again for the last 2 episodes. I'm scared, guys, but we can do it. Let's all hold hands, give each other virtual hugs. They're going to be needed. But also maybe just give this video a cheeky thumbs up if you could be so kind. Subscribe to the channel if you would like to, but there's obviously no pressure here. I would just love to have you. I would love for the community to grow. And if you'd like to join the DAC Pack over on Patreon or YouTube, feel free. All of my links are in the description of this video, so check those out. And a massive special shout out to my sponsors. You guys, oof, I don't deserve you, but I'm extremely grateful for each and every one of you for supporting and tuning in, and yeah, I can't thank you enough. But until next time, goodbye for now, guys. And before we completely sign off, let's quickly take a comment from that DAC Pack. And this time I've chosen Mirko. Mirko says, to borrow a comment from one YouTube reaction channel. You know who would never have kicked Buffy out of her house? Tara. Yes, Mirko. And whoever this person was, I couldn't have said it better myself. We need Tara here. We always have needed Tara around. Tara was that breath of fresh air, the amazing addition to the show, and one that was taken way too soon and in an awful, heart-wrenching way. Much more respect and love to Tara. And Eddie as well continued to say, I think if Tara had been there, she'd have made the argument to Buffy that they needed her to stay and advise, and that Buffy needed to stay for her own safety. And yes, I completely agree, because Tara was always that like voice of reason. She was extremely quiet, but she spoke up when she needed to. And whatever she would say, it was always just so comforting, so wise, and oh, I love Tara, guys. And as well, watching that scene in this episode in 7/20 with Kennedy and Willow, it's like, I don't hate Kennedy, but every time they're together, I'm like, that's not Tara. I probably shouldn't be like that, but I can't help it, guys. I'm just being honest. I miss her. I miss the character a lot. I think the world of her. And yes, Mirko, thank you so freaking much for watching and for sharing your thoughts and that of a YouTube reaction channel. Perfectly said. Don't forget, guys, if you would like to see one of your comments at the end of these videos, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below. Maybe yours will be next. But until next time, goodbye for now, guys.